If you're considering relocating to the Augusta, Georgia area, other than finding a home, researching hospitals and finding a local doctor is very important, and it should definitely be at the top of the list for you and your family. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you something you definitely need to know about the medical industries here in the Augusta, Georgia area. I'm going to take you to the medical district. I'm going to show you the hospitals in the area. I'll let you know the specialties provided by the hospitals in the area. I'll also share some of my personal experiences of the hospitals here, and you're definitely going to want to hear about that. And all of that is coming up just for you right after this. Hi, I'm Delresa Rollerson, Augusta's Certified Relocation Specialist, and welcome to the original Living in Augusta, Georgia channel. On this channel, we help you discover what it's like to live in the Augusta, Georgia area. So if you're planning to move to the area, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you'll be the first to know when we upload video. Now here we specialize in helping people relocate from all over the world. We love doing that, and we can help you too, but we can't help you unless you give us a call. So reach out, give us a call. You can send us a text, or better yet, schedule a Zoom at the link below in the comments. And let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So right now you're doing a lot of researching and you're planning as you prepare to move to the Augusta, Georgia area. And I know exactly what you're going through because I went through the same thing when my family and I relocated from the Midwest here to Georgia back in 2015. I tell you, when we located, we didn't know anyone. We didn't know one person out here. We didn't know anything about the area. It was a leap of faith. We literally had to try to discover as much as we could on our own before packing up the family and moving here. So a huge part of moving to another area, as you already know, is really starting all over. And one of the biggest parts of that includes finding new doctors. So definitely add this to your list. Take it from me. I learned firsthand the importance of finding a good doctor sooner rather than later. So whether you have pre-existing conditions or if you're perfectly healthy, maybe you just go to the doctor once a year for your annual visits like I did. Either way, you're going to need to select a hospital of choice in the area here when you relocate, and you also need a doctor in the area that works with the hospitals that you selected. Now, both of those really need to be at the top of your to-do list. So today I'm going to show you the medical district, which is downtown Augusta, which is where most of our hospitals are, and I'm going to show you the other medical facilities here in the area. But before doing that, I'm going to share with you some of my personal experience that I've had with the hospitals here in the area, and just the medical experience that I had that I really think is going to be helpful for you as you relocate. So literally, as soon as I moved here, one of the first things I did was I did a lot of researching, and I chose the hospital for my family. I chose the hospital that I wanted for us to use, and I selected a doctor for the children. But as far as I was concerned, I had a really good doctor in Illinois. I had been going to her for 20 years. I didn't want to change doctors. So since I only needed her for my annual visits, I figured I could keep her, and I actually did keep her. So I would go to my annual checkups when I would go back to Illinois, and I was fine, and it worked out for many, many years. Well, so I thought, because a few years later, something really unexpected happened to me. I had suddenly got sick. My husband took me to the emergency room only for me to be told that I needed emergency surgery. So remember, now I'm in the hospital now. I'm told I need emergency surgery. My doctor was in Illinois because I hadn't switched to doctor here. So then I was faced with the fact that I was sick here in Georgia. I had a preferred hospital, but no doctor. So I found myself, while trying to really wrap my head around the fact that I needed surgery, I was trying to find a doctor, and not only trying to find a doctor, but one that was good and one that would take me as a new patient, and not only as a new patient, but one needing immediate surgery. So long story short, God really blessed me to find one of the best doctors here in the area. She took me as a patient, performed the surgery on me right away, and honestly, that lady saved my life. So the entire situation could have turned out totally differently had she not taking me as her patient. So please, please, please take it from me. This is very important for you and your family. So as you relocate to the Augusta, Georgia area, be sure to add finding a hospital and a doctor at the top of your list. So it should be housing, church, hospital, and then a doctor. And so doctors are assigned to specific hospitals. So like for me, I selected the hospital first, then a doctor years later, but you need to really select a hospital and a doctor right away. Take my advice, because it's better to have a doctor and select a doctor under normal circumstances when you're relaxed as opposed to during an emergency. So now we'll get into the specifics of our medical industry here in the Augusta, Georgia area. So as you know, Augusta is known for a strong medical district, and for the most part, our hospitals are downtown Augusta in the medical district. Now in the surrounding areas like Evans, Grovetown, Hetzibah, and Martinez, that's where you'll have our urgent care and prompt care facilities like this. As it stands right now, these particular areas do not have full service hospitals. So we just have prompt care facilities. So this is where you'll come for like your medical emergencies, as far as if you have a cold, if you need to get a physical done, if you need a minor surgery. Now the average commute to a hospital from Evans, Grovetown, Hetzibah is about 20 to 30 minutes. So the urgent care and the prompt care facilities, they have limited hours, and this is where you'll come for your minor surgeries, your diagnostic testing, your EKGs, your x-rays, and things of that nature. So we're going to start with two of the area's largest hospitals. That's Augusta University and also Piedmont Augusta Hospital. I'm actually standing right in front of Piedmont Hospital, and when I moved here, it was University Hospital, which is the second oldest hospital in Georgia and the 12th oldest hospital in the country. But it's since partnered with Piedmont Healthcare System. They're out of Atlanta, and they actually service about 70% of the people living in the state. So this hospital is literally known as the indigent facility because it doesn't turn away patients needing health care regardless of their financial situation. So Piedmont has two campuses. The main campus downtown, which is where we are now, it's 10 minutes away from also the other campus, which is the Somerville campus on Riceboro Road. So this is one of only two hospitals in Augusta scoring an A based upon the hospital safety list. So as it stands today, Piedmont Augusta has the most comprehensive and innovative heart and vascular service here in the region. Piedmont has actually received several awards for its cardiology services, including receiving a Level 1 Emergency Cardiac Care Center designation from the Georgia Department of Public Health. I'm downtown Augusta, which is also where you'll find the Augusta University Medical Center, the Children's Hospital, a cancer center, and AU. So across the street is the Augusta University Health System, which is now Wellstar MCG. Wellstar MCG Health is now in the process of expanding into Columbia County, as seen here, and they'll have a campus in Grovetown that's now under construction. It'll be a hospital and a medical office building, and it's expected to be completed by 2025. Now, this is going to be the closest hospital to I-20. Otherwise, you'll have to drive 25 to 30 minutes to get to downtown. So the former AU, the current Wellstar MCG Health, is one of Augusta's largest employers. They provide over 6,000 jobs in the Augusta area. And just last year, Augusta University, the nation's 13th oldest medical college, partnered with Wellstar MCG Health. So now Wellstar is actually one of the largest healthcare systems in the state of Georgia. So this merger is expected to give a lot of students more opportunity, and we're already seeing opportunity and expansion here in the area with this hospital, because they'll have the hospital, they'll have the newer facility, which is going to be in Columbia County in Grovetown. And this is going to be an extension of the Augusta University Health System, which is now Wellstar MCG Health. And then there's AU's medical school. So AU is a medical school and a research facility, and this is where you're going to find a new school of public health with Georgia's only academic medical center that is including colleges of medicine, nursing, dentistry, and also allied health. So of the doctors in Georgia, about 95% go through the MCG program. So as you can see, this facility has historically made a huge impact in the medical industry. And now with this merger, we're going to see a lot more growth. So this merger and the facility will literally breed and continue to train doctors, and not only for our area, but the graduates will have access to the Wellstar facilities that are spread across Georgia. And of course, lots of people and residents are coming to the area. They're already in the area because of AU's Medical College. So another hospital that we have here in Augusta, Georgia is Doctors Hospital. So one of the things that's really unique about Doctors Hospital is this is where you'll find the Joseph M. stem steel burn center. This is a burn and reconstructive center of America. So this is the largest burn treatment center in America. It's the third largest in the world, and it underwent about a $75 million upgrade a couple of years ago. So it's twice as big as any other burn center in the country. It has 99 beds, 8 dedicated operation rooms. So really, to put this in proper perspective for you and to explain how much of a specialty this is, there are about 150 burn doctors in the United States, and a little more than a third of those work at the Burn and Reconstructive Centers of America. So care for adults and pediatrics are what we do receive here at Doctors Hospital. And so many of the patients are flown in, and families aren't from Augusta, of course, because it's such a specialty. So housing for the patients and the family members is provided so they can stay near their loved ones. We've got free housing, hot meals, sleeping up to 50 people, laundry facilities, one of only 2 hospitals in Augusta to score A in safety for the hospital safety grades list. So the Joseph M. Burn Center is definitely one of the specialties here about the Augusta, Georgia area, and that's in Doctors Hospital here in Augusta, Georgia. Then there's the Ronald McDonald House of Augusta that's right behind me. This is for families who have sick children receiving care or treatment. It really is a great facility because it keeps families close without having to worry about expenses for housing or food. The Ronald McDonald House guests have full access to the lobby, of course, the family room, the playroom, dining room. They provide 3 meals a day, including snacks, free toys for the children. It's a gated private yard. There are various organizations and businesses in the community that will come and prepare meals for the people that are here at the facility. And this is a great facility for the people who have children who are needing care here in the area. So I'm standing now in front of the Charlie Norwood VA Hospital, and as we know, not all areas have VA hospitals, but here in Augusta, Georgia, we have the Charlie Norwood VA, and it offers healthcare services for the veterans in our area. They also have a broad range of services, including primary care, pharmacy, mental health care, and specialty services like amputation services, cardiology, chiropractic care, blind and also low vision rehab is here, neurology, and a lot more services to help our veterans. So we have something that's really unique here to the Augusta, Georgia area. I'm standing now at the VA Augusta Fisher House on the campus of the hospital's Uptown Division. So this is a 24-hour facility for families of veterans. So when a veteran who's receiving long-term care, such as patients with spinal cord in the spinal cord unit with those injuries, and they're undergoing rehab here in Augusta, the family members can stay here absolutely free. They receive whatever they need during their stay, which includes free housing, dinner, transportation. It accommodates up to 20 families, and we've had people come from all over the world to stay here at the Fisher House. So although Fort Gordon, they also have a Fisher House. It's much smaller than this one though, because the one in Fort Gordon, they have 7 suites, so they can accommodate 7 families, whereas this one accommodates 20 families. So being prepared for medical care before needing it is crucial. It's critical. So remember, before you relocate to the area or once you move, get settled in, prioritize researching hospitals and physicians in Augusta. Don't do like I did. Remember, sooner is better than later. So when it comes to selecting a hospital and a doctor, you need to do that right away. So as you can see, I really like to share my experiences, both good and bad, with you to help you relocate. And so your experience will be very smooth. This is my passion. I love what I do. I love helping people relocate to the area. If you're considering moving to the area, whether it's in 60 days, 6 months, next year, it doesn't matter. We can help you, but we can't help you unless you reach out. So reach out, give us a call. We can meet on Zoom. I'll be happy to partner with you as you relocate because I personally experienced moving long distance, short distance. I definitely can share what I've learned to help make your move smoother. So as you plan to relocate here to the Augusta, Georgia area, definitely put finding a doctor and also a hospital at the top of your list, in addition to contacting me. So feel free to reach out, give me a call, send me a text, shoot me a Zoom, put that at the top of your list as well. And then I can help you as you navigate through the process of relocating and finding a home here in the Augusta, Georgia area. Again, my name is Delresa Rollerson, Augusta's relocation specialist, and check out this next video because I think you'll find that to be very helpful for you.